Hello, and welcome back to Season 2 of Monster Adventures. Potbelly and Toe Jammer were driving through Air Island when all of a sudden, a rock flew and hit their monster buggy, tipping it over and launching the rock out. But when Potbelly and Toe Jammer went to grab it, a shadowy cloaked figure stopped them.
You guys thought you could get away? Well, you can't! You guys may think you have gotten rid of me, and that I will not be able to return. But guess what? I can still return to any island besides the naturals. And if I get enough power from the magicals, I can overtake the natural islands anyways. And don't even try thinking of that, or I will take your precious stone and throw it off the cliff. Drop them. That's it. I'm taking this stone and throwing it off the cliff. Good luck with this one, Potbelly and Toe Jammer.
Potbelly and Toe Jammer rushed over to see if the stone was fine, but when they got there, there was a giant crack in it. They were really sad, and then it started cracking more. But when it cracked open, they saw that inside there were 4 magical crystals. This whole time it was a magical geode, and inside were crystals with each of the magical island sigils on it. Potbelly and Toe Jammer were so excited, so Potbelly got the monster buggy and they packed it all up to head out. They realized that, like the naturals, there was probably something inside that they had to put these stones in on the magicals. Perhaps it was some sort of failsafe that if anyone was to try to tamper with the magicals, that this was a backup. So they knew they must deliver them. Potbelly and Toe Jammer arrived deep within the caves of Light Island. Potbelly went over to maybe push the rock around and see if anything would happen, and a crystal lit up and there was a noise. This must be some sort of musical puzzle. Potbelly told Toe Jammer to come and press one of the other ones. And this one sounded like Sousa on Light Island. They must have to play the verses of the monsters, Potbelly and Toe Jammer thought. They turned off their lights to make it easier to see the crystals, and to help them sync up with the beat. So Potbelly went to go play the Mammoth Stone. It definitely wasn't perfect, but a crystal lit up, and Potbelly and Toe Jammer figured that must mean they did something right. All they had to do was do that for the rest of the monsters. So Toe Jammer went to play the Sousa Stone. Toe Jammer also didn't play perfectly, but this must be lenient enough to where it just was the basic melody. So Potbelly went to play his own stone, Potbelly's was nearly perfect, and it helped that he sung along with it. So he went to play the Cana Stone, Once they finished playing all of them, all crystals were lit up and a special sound played. And the room lit up with magical colors, and then a door opened to a small magical cave. When they got into the middle, they saw a group of rocks on the floor that looked like the Light Island sigil. And then there was a big rumble, and the room started shaking. Potbelly and Toe Jammer weren't sure what was happening. Something weird was going on, and their lights turned off. But then a big light shone in the center, and then the Light Island rock formation on the ground started rising. And that lit up. There was a little force field looking thing around it. So Toe Jammer went to go retrieve the Sanctum stone with all the crystals in it to get the Light Island crystal. Potbelly told Toe Jammer he should place it on there. And as that happened, they felt a little burst of energy go through the entire cave. After that, their headlamps started working and they knew they were ready to leave. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next week for the next episode of Monster Adventures.